It is 6:15 now. Betsy's talking about all kind of cool stuff apparently going on.
There is. There's
in
a
the
lot.
Weather Center today.
It's always nice when it works out for us, right? Because
Oh
sometimes we're like, hey, the northern lights. Oh, but the clouds. Like all the cool stuff happens and we get clouds. Not tonight, friends. It looks like fate is on our side for once. Let's take a look at what's going on. We have clear skies, but it is chilly, so definitely have a jacket ready. And of course, keep an eye on social. I really think folks are going to start to see the lights. I know that they're seeing the northern lights in Europe. And everything is kind of coming together scientifically. So let's walk through this real quick. The viewing chances go up when we have what's known as a CME that's heading to Earth. That is a coronal mass ejection. It's a big geomagnetic solar storm, literally plasma and stuff from the sun streaming out of the sun on the solar wind and coming right toward the Earth. So we know that on Monday there was a little uptick in this, and we had northern lights here on Monday. The bigger flux here that you see coming in, this is today's shot of energy. And so this solar storm is bigger than what we had on Monday. Matter of fact, over the last several hours, you could see that the energy index has gone up significantly. So there's a little trick to all of this, though. Just because everything starts to line up with energy from the sun flowing right toward the Earth and it's nighttime and all this is great, the problem is we don't always know the magnetic polarity of the energy that's coming from the sun. And that becomes important because the Earth's magnetism plays a role in how we receive that magnetic energy from the sun. If you've ever put two magnets together and they are the same charge, positive and positive or negative and negative, they'll repel each other. If the energy coming from the sun is the same charge as the Earth, we don't get to see the lights. But if it's a negative and we get that connection taking place, now we get to see the lights. So if we get all the connections made the proper way, we'll get to see the lights. You can see the view line, this little tiny red line goes all the way down into southern Ohio. That's from the Space Weather Prediction Center of NOAA. The Alaska Geophysical Institute at the University of University of Alaska in Fairbanks shows that the beautiful peak viewing possibilities come right over Ohio. So everybody thinks we have a really good chance to see it. As far as the actual polarity and how we're going to do with that magnetism, that's what's tricky because the sun's energy can actually change magnetic fields as it's catapulting through space. So we're going to have to see if we can actually get that connection to link up. But as far as the viewing goes, we have perfect conditions. Clear skies, that's expected to continue for us. And we know that that energy is coming in and we have energy at levels that we would be able to see the northern lights. May 10th was a G5. It was on the top of the scale. I don't think we're going to get there, but it does look like we've got a pretty good shot at it. So if you want to see the northern lights, keep an eye on it because it does look like we will get to see the lights. Just keep an eye to the north. Clear skies are going to continue. There is one bad part to this. It's chilly, right? You know it was cool today. Well, it's going to get downright chilly tonight. We have frost advisories for many inland areas across northern Ohio. And how cold will it get? Well, when you start to put the temperatures on the map, it gets a little interesting because we have breezy conditions that are expected tonight. That helps to hold the temperatures up. So I think all of us have a shot to make it down into the 30s, but as far as getting into those mid 30s to get that frost development, and we need calm winds, that's where things start to teeter-totter a little bit. So frost is possible. I don't know that it's terribly widespread likely, but we probably will see some areas with some frost, especially south and away from the lake. Temperatures here in greater Cleveland should rebound beautifully through the day tomorrow. And your National Design hour-by-hour forecast will make it back into the low 70s tomorrow, thanks to a southwesterly breeze. That southwesterly breeze is not going to last long for us, though, because we have a little wave of energy that's going to work through. This is more terrestrial. It's a storm system that comes through the Great Lakes region. And that will mean some rain chances for us on Saturday and then again on Sunday. More importantly, once that storm system goes by, we kick it down into some much cooler fall-like air, very unsettled, very typical fall weather setting up for much of next week.
All right, Betsy, thank you.